Hello, 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 hello. Praise God, everyone. How y'all doing tonight? This is your one and only Facebook Minister Eric Robinson Jr. I know it's late, and I really don't come on here this time of night like this, and it's rare, but something just came to my spirit, and I wanted to do a heart-to-heart talk about it. And I have a question. What exactly are you speaking into your life? What are you speaking into your life? Not just speaking, what do you have in your life? What is going on in your life? So familiar scripture that will probably go with this topic will be Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21 to 22. God forgive me if I'm wrong about it, but I know it's Proverbs chapter 18. Proverbs is my favorite book of the Bible. What are you speaking into your life? Hey, what are you speaking into your life? So that came to my mind when that scripture commented. It's saying life or death lies in the power of the tongue. And I thought about it so much the other day. I know I should have came on here earlier to do it, but kind of beat around the bush about it. When it comes down to it, we get what we speak. And you're like, Minister Eric, we mean I get what I speak. Meaning, not saying it means what you speak into your life, what you speak out our mouths comes to existence. Life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So what we speak into existence, that's what we reap. When we speak positive things, we receive positive. When we speak negative, we speak negative. If we keep saying that I'm gonna be always broke, you just spoke poverty into your life. That's literally just speaking poverty in your life. You're like, how do I speak being broke, being in poverty in my? What you speak is what you are. So when you're constantly saying I'm broke, I'm busted, I can't be trusted, or this is all I'm gonna be. When we speak so much negativity in our lives, we're speaking negativity. We're speaking these things into existence. So what it means is what you speak is what you get. That means if you speak that you're broke, you're gonna constantly be broke. As you say, I would never get married, but you want to get into the mindset you want to get married, you just spoke that you never want to get married. Get the picture? And you said, and then if we constantly keep saying, I will never find true love because I'm always finding, if we keep speaking these negative things into our life so much, all we're going to reap is the negativity of it. All we're going to do is reap the negativity that we speak upon our own lives. Y'all thought I was going to come in here and talk some junk or whatever. No, I'm just going to speak some 1K real G stuff. That's just me in a nutshell. I may do it differently than everybody else. I meant to stand out differently from everybody else. So, you're saying, Mister, if I speak this negativity in my life, I'm going to reap the negativity? Yes, you are. You're always going to reap. You're always going to live. You're always going to be what you speak unto your own life. If you say you're going to live a happy, peaceful life, that's what you got to speak into your life. That's what you got to speak into existence. And when it's spoken to existence, you got to live it. But if all we're constantly doing is speaking so much negativity, not only on our lives, but somebody else's, we're reaping what we sow. We're reaping the words that we say. So if I want to grow, become more, have more streams of income, or I want to grow more in knowledge and wisdom and understanding, or I want to have the wisdom and learn how to run my own and conduct my own personal, I'll be an entrepreneur and running my own business. How can I do that with a bunch of negative? How can I do some of the stuff that I actually want to do if I'm around a bunch of negative people? If we surround ourselves with so many negative people, but we say we want this, this, and this, but we around a bunch of whole negative people, you think anything is going to work out? Well, do we think that anything is going to really move, shift, and change in our life? No. It won't move, shift, and change in our life until we remove the negativity. That's what got to be done. We got to move the negativity out. We got to move all the things that's hindering us from becoming the better versions of ourselves. If you say, oh, I'm sick of doing this, I want to do this. Okay. If you're tired of doing this, wouldn't be that we always need to do is to remove ourselves from them typical type of situations that's hindering us. The word says life and death, it lies in the power of the tongue. So what you speak is what you reap. So why? So when we continue to wonder, why I'm not finding true love, why I'm not with this, why I don't have this going on, why I continue to go through this, because we constantly not only speaking negativity in our lives, we constantly are being around or dealing with so much negativity that we'll think we can't do no better. We literally can't do no better because we're around the people that is so negative all the time. When the fact, if we want to do something better, we should be around people that's speaking positive, that's doing positive things, that want something more out of life. Then the type of people that we should be around. We shouldn't be around someone who's always so freaking negative. And this is always my saying, for every problem, there's always a solution. But when you choose to put so much energy into making excuses, then coming up with a solution to the problem, all we're going to put our energy in, all we're going to keep on speaking is excuses with no solution. We always speaking excuses, but never speaking no solution. There's always going to be excuses with no solution, because you're always having an excuse not to resolve it. We give excuses, but all we're doing is dancing around the problem at the end of the day. You say, oh, this can't be done with this. Some stuff, yeah, you require more knowledge. You require to know how to do something. If you don't know how to put a door up and you don't have the tools for it, or you don't have the tools for it, you don't know how to do it. Wouldn't you have to go out and get stuff that you need to put a new door up? And rather than just saying, okay, I'm going to just settle with this door because I don't know how to put the door together. Or I'm choosing refusing to do it. These are all excuses. There's some things I actually learned how to do when I went on YouTube. You can learn so much for just going on YouTube and looking things up, just to show you how to do some stuff. I'm going to be real, but once in my life, I never knew how to do an oil change. I went on YouTube, I learned how to change the oil. Another example, I never know how to take a battery out the car. This is more young, but I'm just using it as a point. I didn't know how to do it. Rather than even going always coughing up money and have somebody else do it, here's a solution, Eric. Or being around the bush not to do it. Hey, Eric, how about you go look it up on YouTube and show you how to do it? Or another example, in my field, teacher. Example. What strategies can I use to be able to teach the students that I teach how to pick up and learn how to do some stuff, or ready to be more effective in communication? Well, I'm dealing with high school, so I had to teach in a way that high school kids can understand the lessons that I'm teaching. So basically, you have to always look for a solution to the issue. If we always speaking excuses and coming up with excuses and putting energy into excuses, nothing's really going to move, and really nothing's going to move, shift, and change in our situation, because all we're doing is giving excuses not to do it, or giving excuses to go around it, or giving excuses to go around it. So it's not hard to actually go somebody and ask somebody how to do it. But when we're always trying to go somebody and they always negatives and telling us to give up, don't do it, it's not worth it, so forth, then it's going to get to a point, all that negativity is going to weigh down to a point that we don't want to do it. We giving excuses not to do it. We're sitting up here being negative ourselves. Because guess what? Bounty, all that negativity is going to make us negative. And we're going to be, and all that vibe and that energy is going to be around everybody else, because they feeling that negative vibe. They feeling the negative energy coming out, because all we ever doing is being negative. Part of being negative is giving excuses. Well, excuses that could easily resolved. So, what you speak into your life is what you reap in your life. If you want positive things, you want good things to work in your life, be positive about things. Because being negative ain't nothing really going to move. It's not helping our situations. It's hindering the situation. Because all we're doing is being negative about it. So I know there's another scripture that came to mind, and I always kept in mind about it when I talk. Better yet, I'm gonna be teaching on it soon. I always thought about how Moses was in the Bible. Moses. I always thought about it. Despite him having a stuttering problem and everything, despite what was going on with the Israelites, despite what's going on, Moses was always positive. He always had a positive attitude towards the situation. You know, some people are like, oh no, you can't be. When escaping from Egypt, leaving Egypt, you had the Pharaoh's army but his army behind you, and you had the Jordan in front of you. You had the Red Sea in front of you. But guess what? Moses was positive because he trusted in God. He stayed positive. Why is people calling me while I'm doing a live? When people continue to be negative, complaining, mumbling, you're setting the atmosphere for negativity. We're setting the atmosphere for negativity. And when we continue to set that atmosphere for negativity, we always going to wind up with negative results. We always thinking a negative and negative is going to turn into a positive situation. We thinking two wrongs is going to turn into a right. No, it's not. So when we continue to be negative, all we ever forget is receiving negative results. If you want something different, if you want a particular situation to work out, do something we haven't done before. But back to the story. Moses was hearing all the complaints and mumbling and complaining from the rest of the Israelites. But he stayed positive through the situation. He spoke positive through what was going on. He knew and trusted that God was going to work and make a way and keep his promise no matter the situation. But I'm also going to be teaching on some steps that is going to help keep us positive and remembering what God has done for us. But that's later on. So again, when we continue to complain and be negative about every situation that's being presented, all we're going to continue to do is reap and deal with a whole lot of negative consequences. That's all it's going to come. Ain't nothing really going to move. Ain't nothing really going to shift. Ain't really nothing ain't going to change if we're constantly always being negative, always mumbling, moaning, and complaining. It sucks. But at the same time, is whining, moaning, complaining is going to resolve the issue? No. If we have a problem, we need to sit down. That's why the word says in Isaiah 1:18, come, let us reason together. Come, let us reason together. So if we can't sit down and come to a solution to a problem, all we're going to do is constantly complain about a problem that we have not took the time to sit down and resolve. All we're going to do is the problem's still there, and all we're doing is complaining. Get the picture? All we're doing is complaining about a problem that's still going to be sitting there. We complain about it, but let's come with a solution for the problem. If we don't understand or we having a disagreement about it, let's sit down. Let's come to an agreement about it. Because complaining about it ain't going to do squat diddly nothing for the situation, but make it worse to a point. All we're going to do is constantly complain, mumbling, groaning, complaining. And ain't nothing going to really get done. Everything's going to be at a standstill. Everything's going to be at a standstill. Because all we're doing is complaining about problems. All we're doing is speaking negativity about everything. But never saying, all we're going to do is keep complaining. Ain't nothing being worked out. You see what it means when you've been with so many situations that have so many negative things and people, but yet and still, the problem's still there, not resolved. The problem is still there, but it's not resolved. The problem's still there, but it's not being resolved. Well, just came on for the moment to give that heart-to-heart talk. Like I said, I normally don't jump on here this time of night to teach stuff, right? To talk about something like this. I normally do it in the evenings, but it was one of them just speak on it moments. This is your one and only Facebook minister, Minister Eric Robinson Jr. That was the heart-to-heart talk for the moment. That was the heart-to-heart talk. I thank y'all for tuning in and listening. Even though I know it's late night and I really don't come on live this time of night. Y'all know I like to wrap my session saying I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a God bless morning, afternoon, evening, and night. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Peace.